Wonderful people. I am here to do a topic, but for some reason I cannot. I have to talk about something I'm not even sure I know about. My boundless love for Tupac Shakur, which I was paradoxically not fully aware of until today when this message came upon me and stopped me from doing what I expected or planned to do. People, I am crazy confused today. I do not know what I am doing here. How did this topic come? I don't know, but I do what I have to do. So, wonderful world and the people in it know that we were robbed. We were robbed of a divine being, a spiritual teacher that came from heaven to earth to help to lift us up. We experienced a growing child who was taken before the right age of maturity. But even in this child, we saw, felt, or even sensed the nobility of a higher being. Anyone that came to the energy of Tupac Shakur would have to know this. What audacity would anyone possess to believe that they could take away this being from the earth when he was sent here by a higher power? You who would not do the work would take away the sent one, and then, for greed and avarice, you would sustain yourself and watch the entire black community suffer for the absence of a societal beacon of upliftment. He had all his flaws and faults because he could not deliver. If he did not come among you, he had all his flaws and faults because he could not deliver if he did not come among you. He had all his flaws and faults because he could not deliver if he had not come among you. His justice will be the people's justice, so it will come. Neither will any of this pin doctrine stop it. Since by their wealth and power they raise devices to trick the people, the ancestors are intervening. Tupac had his dark side because he came to live in a dark place so that the light would soon come out of him. He had his dark side, but no other man around him had a greater or more loving heart. You have no idea of what Tupac Shakur would be by the age of 33. Oh goodness, you have no idea what was coming to us, the joy and the blessing. Bob Marley was not allowed to reach the milestone of 45, and we see his great legacy. Tupac was not even allowed to become a true adult at 33. I knew this beacon from 1,000 miles away, and the simple vision of him on the screen told me who he was. We, the people, had no beef about East Coast and West Coast. We are the majority. We, the people, had no concerns about crab races for poor barrel gains and selfish greed. We are the majority. I see it written in the heavens by the stars. The ancestors are angry. Not everyone got their gift from heaven, but greedy ones receive their heavens on this earth by causing their own people to suffer, destroying their mindsets, corrupting and destabilizing, making the slaves greater slaves so that tyranny would love them. Here is the message to all you evil ones. If you have the wisdom, read it in the stars. I am simply a messenger. The ancestors have bound you. You are already in prison. You need not be physically bound. You must try to live forever here, but it won't be possible. And with every material gain stolen will come a million pains. This is my message to whomsoever it may concern. When you have to destroy the master of an art to be the master of that art, then it becomes treason. And it's treasonous not only upon the earth, but especially in the heavens. You have tried to wrestle with God, and that treason is against God Almighty. You have kicked against the pricks, and your masters upon the earth plane cannot save you, or they will be in trouble themselves. The treason is against God Almighty, whom you will come to know, and you will see that the master you try to serve will step aside and leave you. Tupac Shakur came and went, leaving a great legacy in our spirits. But that legacy of Tupac Shakur was only a tenth of what the heaven sent him to deliver. There shall be weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth upon the earth, and there shall be weeping, wailing, and gnashing of teeth upon the plains that these souls transition. Listen, people, I am very far away in Jamaica. This should not even concern me, but it does. It seems that it concerns the entire world or an entire race. So I do not even know where this message came from. All I know is that it is authentic. Like, share, subscribe, and let us see what it actually means. It will turn out and be explained to us by reality and perpetual motion. In other words, by and by, we will see what it means. To the aura of this person whom I felt, this Tupac Shakur, personally, I am eternally grateful just for the spirit of that being that I feel. I knew he was a great being from day one, but only now I really know. It was after the crucifixion of Jesus that they said this man was in fact the Son of God. People, I'm getting emotional. This man, you do not know who this man is. People, you need to know who Tupac Shakur was. Tupac, it was, I I was never on the streets in the US. I've never seen Tupac Shakur live in my life. I am talking from Jamaica. It was after the crucifixion of Jesus that they said this man was in fact the Son of God. It was after the betrayal. It was after the betrayal. It was after the betrayal of Jesus that Judas decided that he had better go hang himself. Peace out. Bumbucklata, what this happened? This is crazy, dog. This is crazy shit.